we are live. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're having a good one. Welcome. Glad to have you here. It is always a pleasure having you here. My name is Kindred Spirit. I'm a voice actor, variety streamer. We are live and alive here again. Today we're playing Dreambound. We're continuing the story of the BL love story murder mystery, basically. And yeah, that's kind of the plans for today. Those are kind of the plans for today. That story had me hooked. I definitely recommend you check it out as well. If you haven't watched part 1, you should probably watch part 1 before, you know, watching today's stream. But that is what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be doing as well. Let me take a sip of my drink as well. And there you go. Yeah, hello, Mr. Magic. Thank you so much to the host as well. How you doing? Speaking of which, this Saturday, I spent probably more than I should. I spent like $50 US on snacks. Japanese, Korean, and Chinese snacks. Because this weekend we're going to be doing another taste testing stream. We're going to be tasting out weird and unique snacks from China, Japan, and South Korea. That is the plans for Saturday. So if you don't want to, don't miss out. It is certainly going to be interesting. I think interesting is the word. There's not a lot of like any spicy ones because I do plan on doing a spicy food challenge string. So I did not get any spicy ones, especially because there was not that many varieties still. But I did get a few things from peas, squid. There's like a lot of fish ones. There's kelp as well. So there's a bunch of weird stuff. There's some cool like sodas as well that we can drink. It's gonna be it's gonna be fun. There's a lot of like weird and interesting fun stuff. So it's gonna be fun as well. It's gonna be fun as well. I hope you guys are excited though. I hope you guys are excited as well. Just like see you on YouTube as well. Please do take care of. Leave a like, do say hi in the chat. It doesn't show up on the front on the overlay because of technical issues, but I can see you guys on YouTube as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like as well. It does help out. I know it's annoying to keep asking, that's why I don't do it, but do help people in the chat and do send likes if you can. You know what I mean? But yeah, you share with us. I mean, if you want to come here and get it, I'll share. You know what I mean? I know it was a little bit expensive, so you know we might have to, you know, to keep it tight for everybody, so everyone can eat. Any new Pokemon cards booster packs? I know there's a new season on the Pokemon trading card pocket game. I did not pull. I did not pull any more than I already did in the first one. But I have pulled my freebies every now and then. I think I'm missing like a few cards. I've said this on Discord before. I'm always hanging out on Discord if you haven't already. If you haven't happened to notice. But I have a few cards that I'm missing to finish off a few sets. And I've just started today with the new one as well that Nova told me. Yes, you know what I mean? Don't think I'll be able to stay and watch stream, but do stay as much as you can, my friend. Your support is very important. So, you know. But I'm glad to have you here. Hello, Sora. How you doing as well, my friend? Well, welcome. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. I know there's a new season on the Pokemon trading card game. I don't know, like I was excited for that, and I did play it when it came out. But I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna be playing too much of that. You know what I mean? I know that they have like trading cards now, so I suppose the problem is that there's a lot of like limitations that are making it quite arbitrary. Tell me if it's Danganronpa or it's oh boy. Danganronpa? What are you talking about, Danganronpa? Huh? Huh? But yeah. Hello, Livs. How you doing as well? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're having an amazing day on this. Is it Thursday or is it Wednesday? I'm actually kind of forgot. Thursday. It's Thursday. Sorry, when every day is the same, you kind of get confused as well. Speaking of which, I'm re-recording a lot of my old trends. I'm remaking a lot of my old trends on CapCut. If you have any ideas for like, it doesn't have to be like the usual like audio stuff that people do. I'm thinking like more like one-liners to record. I wanted to do more of that. I also have like a lot more comic dubs that I'm gonna be recording as well. I'm very excited to post it as well. I do like doing comic dubs. I know that people love when I post comic dubs. It is. I just like it. I really do enjoy posting these comic dubs. It just, I don't know, dude. It's just like I have a lot of creative outlet, and it just feels so nice to just like put it out there and have people enjoy. and I'm very excited to record that as well. Maybe we could do like I was thinking of doing that, doing like a, not really a stream, but like a Patreon's only, members only kind of like recording session while we do that. That would be like kind of cool to have. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that, but I was thinking about doing that, because like I think like that would be like kind of cool to have that like sort of like extra content. I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna be doing that. It's because I have like full ideas for comics to record, and we're gonna be recording them all. Seems like something that might be enjoyable. I'm bouncing a lot of ideas. You guys know that I'm always thinking of new ideas for content for you guys. You know, making sure that people, you know, have you know, if people are paying me to work full-time for this content, I gotta deliver the content, right? It's a full-time job after all. I'm not just paid to be here and playing video games and talk shit, you know what I mean? I do put a lot of work into my stuff, you know, with the comic does, with the artworks, with the videos, with the audios and everything, and the streams and the highlights and everything, you know what I mean? Yeah. I know, but it has an anime as well. Speaking of which, Nyla downloaded a game called Mr. Love, and she's now, I think she's gotten back to playing it because she was like, spent like a good time while playing it. Have you guys played this Mr. Love? Because like, I know it seems like the original Love in Deep Space, that a lot of stuff got copied from it. I'm not 100% sure, but like the more I played Mr. Love, or I saw Nyla playing, actually I didn't play it myself, but it just looked way too similar to Love in Deep Space in a way that, I don't know, like even the archetypes of the characters were like too similar. I was like, that feels familiar, doesn't it? I don't know if I'm gonna play. I'm probably not gonna be playing. It's not trending or any, you know, it just feels like an old game. So not 100% sure if I'm gonna be playing that. But I noticed some similarities while I was like seeing people, you know, Nyla play it, and I put it on YouTube as well. You know what I mean? It's Mr. Love older than Lads. It is older than Lads. Yes, it is older than Lads. I think it is a few years old. So that's what I was saying. It just seemed too similar. Even the characters, even the poses, the things just look too similar. You know what I mean? You know, it's like it's just a little bit too similar, you know. It's just something that I noticed. I also haven't taken too much of a look into it, so it's like it's not like too big of a deal. It's just anyway. Anyway, let's go back to Dreambound, shall we? Shall we get right away? I actually wanted to talk to you guys a little bit before we get started, but if you guys want to get right into the game as well, you can always tell me as well. Did you take your bold pills? Actually, I did not. For the last few weeks, I have not been taking it because I bought it, but it's at my home. So when it arrived, it's waiting for me at home. I don't think there's gonna be any too big of a deal. It's just a few weeks, but you know, I've not been taking it, and this is not good. You should not be doing this, but it's just kind of how it happens. Is Dreambound good? Very good. It is a murder mystery. Love story about a gay guy that has like not an accepting family at all. It is actually really good. We're in the second part of it, and it is actually like a really good story, like a really good story. You know what I mean? It is actually really good. That's why we're gonna be revisiting it again. That's why we're gonna be playing it again today. It is really good. Like it got me really interested. It's like, it's got a very unique style of storytelling. Like, you have some puzzles here and there, and that's like cool and stuff, but like the narrative is really strong. They start you out with the drama, and then like they bring you back and they give you context, and they go back forward and back and forward and back and forward. And there's like a whole like fantasy section with the guy being able to like be forced into dreams and like meet certain people. It's like very interesting, you know what I mean? But yeah, hey Tsukino, how you doing as well? Tsukino, I did put you on the dedicated video. I know you were shared interest. You were interested in joining that. I saw your notification and I put you on the thing. So just so you know, I know you might be worried that I didn't include. I did include it. It is waiting for that. You know what I mean? I was just waiting for YouTube to greenlight the monetization, which was kind of weird, because like I uploaded the draft yesterday, like 2 days ago, and I was like just making sure that it was all green, and it was all green. Like I always do that. I make sure that my videos are all green. There's any issues before like uploading, and it was like green, cool, you know, like monetized, great. And then I render the same video, no changes whatsoever, but I put Tsukino and Furry Lover's name, and immediately it's like demonetized. I was like, what the fuck? Like, actually, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That was so out of nowhere. I was like, what the hell? And but it's been approved, so it's like, yeah, it's whatever as well. It's like, you know, YouTube being YouTube, what would you expect? You know what I mean? Hey, Shadoo, hello, Liz. You think of us? Oh dear, of course I do. I work for you guys. You know what I mean? I know that technically it's the people on Patreon and, you know, the ads as well, but like I'm here for my audience. I want to deliver as much as possible, and of course making money is good. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to support like Patreon, donate, all that stuff, that's cool. That genuinely is very important. But I'm here for making content. I want to make content and, you know, like make cool stuff that you guys can enjoy. That's why I ask you guys to always be, you know, keeping up and don't miss out, because if I'm putting all this work and nobody's watching, then that's kind of, you know, sad, you know. All right, we've already listened to this song. I want new songs. Let me skip a few of these. About these. There you go. Something about the names. That's weird. No, not really. It's just kind of weird. YouTube is kind of weird like that. It just oddities, YouTube oddities, just kind of happens like that. I don't know how to explain it better than just, it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of weird. Hey Zoe, how you doing as well, my friend? Welcome. It is always a pleasure to see your names come back. But yeah, anyway, let's get it started, shall we? Let's get it started. Let's open up Dreambound. Here it is. Here it is. Where is it? Boom. Let's go into gaming, shall we? And I need to make myself smaller as well, so you guys can see the game. Yeah, we're playing Love and Deep Space, that's why I make myself bigger. Okay. There you go. And window capture, Dreambound, and fit to screen. There you go. All right. Continue. And also, I'm gonna be doing something as well. Actually, should I? I don't know if I want to, because I had some issues with monetization while playing Dreambound. Let me do something as well. Preferences. Background volume. There you go. I'm gonna mute the background volume because there was some issues with copyright. They were using copyrighted music. Tap, tap, tap. The end of his pencil slowly tapped against his desk as his eyes concentrated on the blonde boy's profile. Wait, no, that's not where we are right now, is it? Load. Is this one? Yes, it is. 1 week ago, August had moved into their class. The initial buzz around him had become subdued as he fit in with the others nicely. He was naturally charming, kind, smart. In short, he could have become friends with anyone. Yet all week, they walked home together from school. Something about Noah's mind was fixated on him. His voice, his smile, the way he was interested in absolutely everything he was talking. The way he thought Noah was so amazing. The way he would hang on to each and every single one of his words and treat them like the greatest treasures. Remember to put yourself on the right side of the stream. Sure, I suppose. I can make myself on the right side. Here you go. Actually, I can do you better. Let me raise this, and then we can do this here. There you go. That makes it better, right? There you go. Is this better? Tell me in the chat if this is better. I was completely enamored whether he realized it or not. Oh wow. Is it something you need? No, Mr. Floyd. I'm sorry. He put the pencil down, embarrassed about being called out in front of everyone. Yet again. Before August had arrived, he tried his best to blend into the background, to be ignored whenever possible. Didn't seem to be working. The class laughed at him, everyone except for August and Kane. He buried his head into his workbook. His cheeks a deep red. Anything to escape their laughs. But he knew well enough he would laugh. Too, if it were someone else. That's all for this week, class. No homework since I'm feeling particularly kind right now. Make sure to do some self-study and if you find yourself with extra time. The bell rang and everyone began clearing out the room. Kane sauntered over to Noah's desk and loosed a lopsided smile on his face. Nice tapping. Shut up. I was thinking. Dude, Kane is too good for Noah. I'm starting to vouch more for Kane than Noah. I know Kane is like a head over heels for Noah, but like he's too good for the main character. I don't want him. I don't want them to end up together. Hey, Bean, how you doing as well, my friend? There you go. I don't want. He's too good. About class, of course. Right. Hamlet's so interesting after all. Noah rolled his eyes, but he still laughed in return. Anyway, wanna stop by the arcade on the way home? Apparently they have some new machines. I wish. My parents got me a new tutor, so I gotta go straight home. Boo, that sucks. Well, enjoy. I'll go have fun without you. Asshole. Like a spring shower of flowers, August walked up to stand beside Kane. That same gentle, kind smile on his face. We stopped by the store on the way home. I want to buy some new film. Noah's too busy for us. Tutoring, apparently. Oh, I have enough time for that. What? That won't take much time. We can go to the arcade another day. Right. I'll come too, then. So you thought you were going to play some games? Oh, if you're busy, I can go by myself. No, it's not really that busy, so I can come. Noah stood from his desk and picked up his backpack. For some reason, Kane looked disappointed, instead of noticing that, though. Oh, no! Noah! You fuck! Noah keeps prioritizing the new boy instead of being over for Kane and his head over heels. He's... God, Noah! Hey, Lyra, how you doing as well? It's nice to see you. It is always a pleasure to see you as well. How you doing? All good, dude. I'm upset. I'm getting upset at Noah. No, Kane is too good for Noah. I hate that. Look at him being jealous. He's like, oh, you're bending head over heels for the new guy. Well, I'm standing here. Noah couldn't keep his eyes away from August. The three of them left the classroom behind. Man, this sucks. Rip Kane. Walking down the stairway, August suddenly paused. Oh, I think I left my camera on my desk. You two can go ahead. I don't want to keep you waiting to have when you have tutoring. We can walk together another time. August waved at Noah and Kane before disappearing back up the staircase. Kane turned to leave, only stopping when he noticed no one wasn't moving. Come on, said to leave without him. You can go ahead. I'll wait. I'll just wait too. It's fine. You wanted to go to the arcade anyway. Oh. Look at his face. He just wanted to spend some time with you, you nerd. God damn it. Kane is too good for Noah. Dude, who's the pretty boy in the middle? The blondie is August. Noah is the sad boy with the pale face, and Kane is the jock looking guy. They're in the love triangle, and one of them is apparently dead. The August is dead. That's why we're having flashbacks back and forth from the story. So this is not a spoiler. This has already happened. That's why I said you should watch part 1 if you haven't watched part 1. And August and Kane, Noah and Kane, the two others. He turned and started going down the stairs before he looked back at Noah. Yeah, I want to go with you. See you tomorrow then. He disappeared from the stairway, leaving Noah alone waiting. He tapped his foot nervously and cleared his throat. His palms felt sweaty, and for some reason he suddenly wished Kane had stayed after all. What am I even meant to say to him one-on-one? Kane has always been there. Oh, a few steps higher than him, August paused in surprise, his hands above a small pink camera in his glasses. Light dusting of red stood out against his pale skin. Noah desperately searched for something, anything, but he came up blank. August finally finished polishing his glasses before placing them back on his face as if to confirm what he was seeing was actually happening. Should have gone on ahead. You didn't have to wait for me. It's no big deal. I wanted to work together anyway. August's surprise turned into a smile. You know, because we haven't had that much of a chance to get to know each other. I'd like that. Why don't we go now then? before I make you any more late. August brushed past Noah, leading the way. A faint, floor-like smell followed him. The two left the school side by side. Oh man. Noah's being sus. I mean, Noah's okay. Here's the love triangle so far. August is the new boy, and he's kind of like sweet, wholesome boy. Noah's like head over heels over August, and Kane, the jock, is head over heels over Noah, the sad boy. That's kind of where we are right now with the love story situation. But yeah, this is Noah, this is August, and the other guy was Kane. A breeze so light it was barely noticeable blew through the quiet street, gently roughing August's hair. It wasn't something Noah had tried to notice. It was more like he couldn't help but notice. At first they walked in silence. It wasn't awkward, but Noah still racked his mind trying to come up with anything to say. Anything that would make him sound cool, funny, or like someone August wanted to be friends with. So, you like the school? Why, Dad? That sounds so lame. Yeah, I do. Everyone's been really nice to me. I like Mr. Floyd too, he's fun. Yeah. You said you move around a lot, right? My dad's job involved a lot of travel, so I never stayed in anywhere longer than a year. Not even sure how long I'm staying here, to be honest. Oh boy, whatever the story needs a love triangle. Your mom must hate that. I'm sure she would, but she actually died a long time ago. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean. Don't worry, there's no way you could have known. It's okay. What's she like? My dad says she was a lot like me, but I don't know. She died during childhood birth. I'm just making things worse. Why, Noah, why? Sorry I made the atmosphere a little heavy, didn't I? I haven't told anyone else before. No, it's okay. I don't mind what we talk about. I just like talking to you. Aw, look at him being cute. What a nerd. Well, I like talking to you too. The sun beat down on their faces, warming them to their cores. Every step felt as if echoed through Noah's body. How about this? Can you guess why my name is August? Oh, were you born in August? He smiled wide, brighter than the sun. I'm August, born in August. That's cute. I don't know about cute. Maybe my parents just picked the first thing they thought of. Noah shook his head. It suits you. You feel like August, born in August. I mean, I suppose. There you go. I have a love-hate relationship with love triangles. I mean, I like love triangles when they're actually triangles. A lot of people call love triangles like two guys loving the same guy, and then they kind of get into like a harem sort of situation. I don't like that. That's not a love triangle. That's a triangle needs to be a triangle, as in one person likes another that likes another person, and that another person likes the original person. That is a love triangle. You know what I mean? Like, two people liking the same guy is not a love triangle. That is just, you know, cheesy romance. You know what I mean? Thanks, Noah. Oh, this is the store I wanted to go. You wanted to come inside or wait here? Noah looked up at the store, the window filled with cameras of all shapes and sizes. I'll wait here. Okay, I'll be quick. It's okay, take your time. As soon as August disappeared into the store, Noah leant against the wall, banging his head on it a few times. Why'd I have to say all that? What if he hates me now? It feels like someone's been holding my tongue whenever I talk to him. What's wrong with me? It's never like this with Kane, or anyone else in the class. It's just him. With a sigh, Noah looked down at his phone. He's already missed 3 calls from his mother. But as his eyes went from his phone screen to August, he could just see we could just see from the window front of the camera store. The choice was obvious. He brought his phone back in his pocket just as August came gliding out of the store. Noah stood up straight instantly and cleared his throat. What'd you buy? I need some new film for my camera. See? August pulled the film from his bag. Noah had never been interested in photography, but right now it seemed like the most interesting thing in the world. Right. You said you like taking pictures, I remember. I love it. I don't have a fancy camera or anything, just an instant one, but It lets me keep memories of all the places I've been. It makes me happy. I won't forget anything if I have them. Once again, side by side, Noah and August continued down the street. Shall we take the shortcut? From this point in town, the shortcut isn't actually any shorter, but he likes going that way, doesn't he? Yeah, we should be able to get through from here. Noah climbed up the short brick wall that stood in the way before turning around and holding his hand for August. It's a Disney show I loved when I was younger. Girl Meets World. Never heard of that one. I have a sensitive fondly for daily foods. What are you guys talking about? And for only a moment did Noah's hand linger. But a moment was all it took. Oh? The river not so far in the distance gently trickled by in the mid-afternoon sun as the two boys together walked up the mountain path. It was a calming sound, and yet Noah felt anything but calm. His hand felt hot, where the two had touched, and his heartbeat echoes in his ears. Noah? Huh? What's gotten you so frightened? Oh, sorry, I was a little stuck in my own head. What was it? I just wanted to thank you for coming with me. I know you were busy. You really didn't have to. To be honest, I really wanted you to come. So I owe you one. You don't know me, actually. Then let me see your photos sometimes. My photos? They're not anything special. Please? Then show me more of your drawings too. But I think that's a pretty fair trade. Okay. Up ahead they could already see the backs of their houses. They climbed the final steps quickly. Thanks again, Noah. I had fun. I'll see you tomorrow? It's fine, really. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Noah's voice was small and meek. His mind screamed out of him to stop being so timid and just ask what he wanted to ask. But somehow he struggled in a way he never had before. Wait! Huh? I was wondering if you could, you know... Can I have your number? Fuck. Of course you can. Of course you can. I was actually going to ask yours too, but I forgot. They pulled out their phones, no one ignoring the growing mound of missed calls and exchanged numbers. Noah stared onto the numbers on the screen. He didn't believe they were real. See you tomorrow, Noah. Every step of his back to his house felt as if they were walking on clouds. He clutched his phone to his chest, his heart beating much faster than it should have been. There's something wrong with me, isn't there? Aw, my boy is in love. Noah, just where have you been? Fuck. I had to go to the store to buy a new workbook. I filled my last one already. His mother clutched her necklace so tight, her knuckles had gone white. You should have told me. You knew your new tutor was coming over today. Sorry, Mom. A man stood up from the couch, a man Noah recognized instantly. Oh, it's Mr. Floyd. Would you look at that? Hey, Noah. Sorry, this is probably a surprise. I thought you knew. He rubbed the back of his neck awkwardly, his eyes drifting to look at Noah's mother. No, of course I didn't know. Why didn't anyone tell me? Dear, don't embarrass me in front of our guests. Go back to your room and start studying, okay? Let's just spend the evening working out what exactly I'm going to help you with. Does it sound good? Sure. I'll bring you some snacks later. No, please make sure to concentrate and not waste any of Mr. Floyd's time. You understand? Sure. Oh man, his mother sucks. No wonder nobody cared when she died. Like, she sucks actually. She's always like so pushy and so annoying. Noah held the door open long enough for his teacher to enter his room before he slammed it shut. His mother would probably scold him about it later, but at the present moment he didn't care. With a sigh, Noah sat down on the ground inside of the table, while Mr. Floyd took the other. For a few moments it was quiet before Mr. Floyd opened his mouth again. Sorry, Noah. I really did think she told you. Anyway, this can be casual. I'm not your teacher here. Oh, you kinda are. Okay, I kind of am, but still different. Noah couldn't help but crack a smile at his flailing. A laugh escaped his lips, and then he leaned back, finally relaxing. Fine. Do I get to call you by your first name? Well, let's not be hasty here. Mr. Floyd put out a notebook and pencil. I usually ask what you're struggling with, but we both know you don't struggle with anything. And I'm honestly unsure about why you need a tutor. My mom might explode if I don't have one. So it is like that. And why don't I teach you some more advanced subjects? They could come in useful for university. Noah glanced towards his art books. That sounds good. Any specific topics that interest you then? Or would you rather I decide? Noah shrugged. Alrighty. So we're not even struggling with our notes. Wow, our mom really fucking suck. We're not even struggling. We're actually doing good. Noah's doing fine. Wait. Huh? What is gonna be the trauma that Mr. Floyd has? Because I remember last chapter when we got into his dream, he had a really bad... Oh, he's gonna see the drawing that we made of August. Like something that we made for August, and he's gonna catch us and he's gonna tell the mother, I think. Oh, I think that might be it. Okay. Cool. Or we could just watch a movie and play games instead. Sure, if you want me to be fired. Better not then. I'll end up with an annoying tutor like last time. Annoying? He got the answer to his own questions wrong. Didn't appreciate me correcting him. Then went crying to my mom and then quit. I'm almost impressed. How about we make this fun? If you manage to catch me making a mistake like that, I'll let you play games instead of studying that session. You're on. I like Mr. Floyd. I know that Mr. Floyd probably fucked up. I'm assuming because he didn't expect the mom to be so shit. But I actually don't think he's a bad guy overall. You know what I mean? So then, like, why would you need a tutor if he's doing fine? There's some parents that are like that. There's some parents that are like obsessed with like making sure that this, like, it's perfect, and that's why they never like trust like their kids that they're doing fine. You know what I mean? It's just like parents' mental illness, basically. I'm putting that like very shortly. Despite his best efforts, the rest of the evening will pass without Noah being able to step up his teacher in any way. Noah had always been kind of smart enough, but Mr. Floyd knew exactly what he was teaching, as if it were second nature to him. A gentle breeze from his ever so slightly open window as he finally finished the last question given to him. Good work today. Seriously, Noah. You're going to go places. You're a smart kid. Jeez. Do you ever make any mistakes? I've made plenty of mistakes. I'm sure you make plenty more. I'll make plenty more too. Good luck catching me making one though. I like Mr. Floyd. I know that Mr. Floyd fucked up and he like genuinely seems sad about it. Even though Noah's kind of an angsty boy, so I doubt he would take the... Considering how angsty Noah is, I doubt he would take the apology. But I actually like Mr. Floyd. I actually think he's like such a chill little character, you know what I mean? Could also be if Noah doesn't get straight A's, they're unhappy about it. Meanwhile, Mr. Floyd knows that kid like writes B's, doesn't need extra tutoring. That could probably be it as well. That's the way to interpret it, I suppose. Like, if you're like having A's and B's and A's and B's, you're fine. Like, why would you need more? You don't need tutoring. You just need like, you know what I mean? You don't have to have straight A's, especially in high school. Like, that's not something that matters, but some parents are just obsessed like that. Like, of course you shouldn't fail, right? You shouldn't fail. But like, it's not gonna matter in the long run. Like, right? The Floyd Wing closed his textbook at the same time. But you're smart. How'd you end up with a teacher? What, being a teacher isn't good enough? I didn't mean like that. I'm kidding. Someone special told me I'd be good at it. I didn't have anything I wanted to do when I was your age, so I just went with what they told me to do. As it turns out, I loved it. A girlfriend? Something like that. Anyway, it's getting late. We'll resume this tomorrow. Sounds good? I don't know about God, but... Mr. Floyd laughed out loud. I never realized you were such a troublesome kid. He stood up and picked his bags before smiling down at Noah. I'll walk you to the door. I'm glad that Noah's like not that antisocial as he seemed like when he was depressed. Which, you know, he was depressed, so I was assuming that he was a bit, you know, pushed. Dawn already? It's 9 p.m. You should be exceptionally proud of your son. He's got a good head on his shoulders. Hey. And I am Mr. Floyd. He's my pride and joy. I'll see you tomorrow, Noah. Good job today. The casual way he left the house. I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night. Good night. Oh, Noah, is your brother going to be back from his school trip soon? Right. The room was already dark. For some reason, this was the time of the day Noah liked the most. A time of the day where no one else would bother him, or question him, or yell at him. He could be alone with his thoughts. And thoughts that were today particularly disordered. Let me skip the song right away. Skip the song. There you go. Yeah, but I don't get like why the mom is like so obsessed like that. Like that just feels like counterproductive. Because like you're just putting more pressure on the guy. And then what he's gonna do is he's just gonna be burned out and he's not gonna perform as much. Maybe that's just, you know, I don't know. You know what I mean? Mr. Floyd is kind of cute, not gonna lie. I mean, he's got the yaoi vibe, all the characters do. Thoughts that were today particularly disordered. Usually you'd have you use this change to draw, but for some reason he couldn't bring himself to concentrate. Couldn't bring himself to put this pencil to paper. Not occurrence for him. At any other time, this would be how he got his feelings out. Or he made himself feel just a little bit better. But tonight his mind was muddled. A mess that he couldn't decipher. He unlocked his phone to stare at the contact list. August's name stood out from the rest. His finger hovered over the message button, but he couldn't bring himself to press it. With a sigh, his hand dropped back down to the bed. Outside his window, the rain fell noisily to the land below. He closed his eyes, listening to the sound before picking up his phone again. First, he says one phrase. Why am I nervous around someone? The answer's inconclusive. More specific. Why do I feel both sick and excited when I see him? Particularly words stood out the search page. A word that made him blink a few times, both in surprise and validation. Searched for one final phrase before he fell asleep. What does a crush feel like? Aww. He's like, oh, he might be gay. I mean, with a mom like that, I wouldn't be surprised that he's not really, you know, one with his feelings. I'll be handing back your mock exams now. Very proud of how much you've grown, academically and otherwise. You should be proud of yourselves too. Mr. Floyd walked between the desks, settling the mocked exam papers face down. For some reason, Noah felt nervous. He didn't usually feel nervous about something like this. He's always done well, after all. Something about impressing both his new tutor and teacher made the butterflies in his stomach start stirring. Mr. Floyd's footsteps echoed through the hushed classroom. Noah looked at their faces and would all receive their grades. Some looked happy, some disappointed. I wonder what my face would look like to them. Mr. Floyd's footsteps stopped in front of Noah's desk. When he looked up to meet his teacher's eyes, he winked and placed the desk before resuming his walk around the classroom. Taking a deep breath, Noah flipped the page. 98! I got a 98? That's higher than usual. That should be everyone. Give yourselves a pat on the back and make sure to relax over the weekend. You've all deserved it. The bell rang just as he finished teaching. Kane quietly bonded over to Noah, a wide smile on his face. Go on. How did you? What did you do? No, wait, you show me first. Fine with me. Take a look at this. The greedy said, try to beat this. Slammed down his mock exam on Noah's desk. That was in a red pen. A 94 was circled. Wow, amazing. It's okay, you don't have to be jealous. Oh, I am not. With a similar grin, Noah pushed his test towards Kane. What? Mr. Floyd must have made a mistake. Mr. Floyd, come back! Kane mockingly pretended to chase after the teacher, who just laughed and waved him off, busy packing up his things. Give that back! How the hell did you get a 98? Fuck. He's like... Oh man, Kane always cracks me. I love Kane, he's so good. 98, whoa, that's amazing. In the middle of the ruckus, August had approached quietly, a look of amazement on his face. Hey little Pocky, happy 19 months anniversary. Thank you so much for the resub as well. That is truly crazy. That is a year and 6 months, a year and a half. That's no wait, 6 months, no, 7 months. 7 months. That is crazy. Thank you so much for your continued support, Lil Pocky. That is always appreciated. Thank you so much for staying with me all this long while. It is always appreciated, you know what I mean? I know we don't have the highest views, especially with how much different kinds of content. I don't like You know, I don't like I don't like focus on a niche, like, oh, full-time streaming on Twitch or full-time making YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos and then streams on Twitch and then TikToks and everything. So having people that appreciate everything that I do for such a long while, like you, like Tsukino, like Aki, like Plums, like Tess, everybody, like Picario as well, that's always donating as well. That really means a lot to me, so I do appreciate it. You know what I mean? I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anyway, the middle of the ruckus, August had approached quietly, a look of amazement on his face. His arrival, Kane tensed up a little. Thanks. You probably cheated. I did not. Just have a new tutor. Oh, I remember you mentioning that. He must be really good. Yeah, he is. Can't believe this. My winning streak ruined. Shut up already. You only beat me because I didn't care. Sob, sob. Don't say sob, sob out loud. It sounds stupid. Kane and Noah laughed. We should celebrate somehow. You don't have to do that. It's not even a big deal. I want to. 98 is amazing. You should be proud. How did you do? Well, I got a 75. Not as good as the two of you. It's still really amazing too, you know? You're really amazing. Ken, how about you two stay over at my place for this weekend? I've got some new games. August blinked a few times, obviously surprised. Me? Oh yeah, it's your idea to celebrate. I just thought that you... Yeah, I think that would be really fun. Alright, let's do it. Wait, it's... No, August is clearly on to Noah as well, right? Is August gonna be on to Kane? Actually, out of character, August stuttered a little. If he was nervous about the subject he was gonna ask, before he brushed it off and regained his usual confidence. When did you come over to my place? My dad's been asking to introduce my friends to him. August's house? August's bedroom? That's fine with me. No? Staying overnight at August's house in August's bedroom. Have to Noah. Hey, stop zoning out. It's okay if you don't want to. No, I do. I really want to. Anyway, I'm gonna go home now. My tutor's coming over again. One of these days you have the time to hang out again. Yeah, whatever. Then let's walk home together. I don't have anything else to do today. As the three of them walked towards the door, Mr. Floyd called out, "Good job, Noah. I'll see you later." In response, Noah smiled and waved. See you later. Oh my god, he's gay. Did you just now notice? Is this the moment that you just realized this? Like, I feel like there were a few signs before. And I'm not even talking about the Steam page, which I read was talking about BL. I think there was a few more. There might have been a few more signs, but that's just me, you know? That's just me. I don't know about that one. There's a slight possibility that he might be, you know. What is that about? Can't relate, I'm bi. Me too. What was that about? See you later? Oh, Mr. Floyd is my tutor. Aha! Things are starting to make sense. What's that supposed to mean? Kane shrugged. Just saying that high mark is beginning to make sense, since you two are friends. Oh, shut up. I earned that. You're just jealous. He's way better than my last tutor anyway. I don't think I've ever had a tutor. We thought that only happened in movies and stuff. Count yourself lucky then. I've only been stuck with mine since I was 7. Wow. I've gone for a few. If you ever need help, I could tutor you if you wanted. They're really all like rich kids, aren't they? Like both of the kids at tutors as well. That's kind of crazy. You tutoring? I think the 98 you got is going to your head. Shut up. Thanks, Noah. I'll take you up on that. There were a few things I didn't understand at the test. No problem. Unrelated, but I heard your brother's going to be back soon. Yeah, don't remind me. You have a brother? Yeah, he's a little older than me. But like you two don't get along very well. He's the golden child and I'm the failure, after all. Failure? Don't be silly. You always get good marks, your teacher likes you, and you're so good at art too. He's got 100 on every test he throughout high school. He was the captain of 2 different sports teams, president of the school council. How did you hear that, anyway? Your mom was chatting with my mom the other day. I heard it from her. Of course, she's just gotta brag about her favorite child is coming home. Let me stay at your place for a couple of weeks and just until he's gone. As much as your mom likes me, I think she'll kill both of us if we try that. My mom likes you a lot more than me. I'm sure you could ask her anything and she'd say yes. the old, you gotta ask my mom, otherwise she won't let me. Dude, I haven't heard that since I was like 5. No, you gotta ask my mom, otherwise she's not gonna let us. Dude, were you guys like that as well? I was definitely like that when I was young. I was definitely like that when I was young. I love the why can't you be like your brother? Same kid. Wait, really? Hey, I wouldn't want to bother you. You'd never be a bother. You're always welcome in my home. Thanks. Before long, they've already reached home. Noah's disappointment. I wanted to spend more time with him. Only you didn't have to during tonight. Even though we've been in the same class for a little while now. I feel like we barely got time to hang out. I mean, class is only a few hours anyway. With that thought in mind, he braced himself for what he was waiting him. He could hear the voices before he even stepped through the door. They didn't keep their words in hushed tones. Instead, saying that if everyone did overhear them, they didn't care. I think this new tutor is a good fit for him. If you can convince him to finally give up on that girly hobby, I don't care who it is. Maybe his brother will be able to talk some sense to him too. I'm home. He purposely cut into their conversation, ignoring the words if they just, even as they dug deep into him. What's so wrong with drawing? What's girly about drawing? Dude, what is girly about drawing? Like, actually, what is girly about drawing? It's like, if this was like sewing, I would be like, oh, sewing is okay. It's kind of like nowadays, it's kind of considered like a girl thing. Or, oh, is like cross-dressing. That could be like, oh, you know, that's like very... But drawing? What is gay about drawing? Is he drawing penises? Nyla just woke up from sleep to say drawing is gay. As the 10 years plus artist. Okay, I guess we got validation. Drawing is officially gay. If you're drawing, if you pick up a pencil, what do you want to pick up a penis? What is gay about drawing? Oh yeah, you're gonna pick up a pencil. Next thing you're gonna be picking up is penis. Well, what is gay about drawing? Like, what is gay about drawing? I don't understand. What's the problem? I get that the mom is supposed to be homophobic. I get that. I get that the mom is supposed to be like, oh, you're like homophobic parents, that you know, that's not good and all that. But what is gay about drawing? What's the problem? I don't get it. I don't understand. Sure, I guess. I don't understand, but sure. I have something to show you. Here. Noah finished the test paper from his bag and handed it over to his mother, who gasped in surprise. Noah, did you take somebody else's test? What? No. Did you cheat? No. This is really yours? Yeah? Not bad. Not nearly as good as Asher. Right, my bad. I'll try harder next time. Don't worry, dear. You'll get it next time. With an inaudible sigh, Noah felt his spirits deflate. He took the paper and buried it in his backpack. Going to wait for my tutor in my room. Good boy. I'll bring you some snacks later. I'd love to know how drawing is gay because that makes no sense. I'm just gonna continue on with the story. Instead of setting up for his tutor, Noah found himself putting his nose sketchbooks from his shelves. His eyes danced over the pages, looking at everything he poured his heart into for the past few years. I guess I just suck. I might never get enough. At least August thinks I'm cool. Well, it must have been the 100th time Noah stared down at August's contact on his phone, but decided against texting him. It's like I have anything to say to him. I'm here. Noah, you should be proud of yourself after that test. You've always been good. No, great. You've grown even further. Thanks to you. Mr. Floyd shut the door behind him and shook his head. No, it's because you've put in the effort. He sat with the textbooks on the table and before glancing towards the sketchbooks in Noah's hands. What is this? Oh, they're nothing. This is your art? Noah braced himself. He waited for the same words that came from each of his tutors, like robots with scripts. The scripts that by extension came from his parents, every single time. You should give up that. It's a waste of time. You should be studying instead. You have so many talents. I had no idea you could draw. Hmm? You're not gonna tell me to stop? Of course not. He laughed and sat down. But unlike you, I struggle with even the strict figure, so I won't be any use in that regard. Should we get started on what I can help you with? Noah felt the lightness in his heart that he didn't know could exist. He's on my side? Mr. Floyd opened up one of his math test books, waiting for Noah to join him. He sat on the other side of the table and pulled out his workbook. Equations and calculations sat against the page like a foreign language. I think we can move on to a new subject. You've already proven to have a mastery over what I've taught you so far. Noah nodded, but his eyes went back to his phone. I thought he sent me a message by now. Maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he wants me to send one first. Maybe he just doesn't have anything to say since we're not even that close. We see each other at school. Or maybe... Noah? Maybe he didn't actually want to give me his number. I just put him up on the spot. Is it too weird to message each other? Hello, Earth to Noah? Mr. Floyd waved a hand in front of Noah, snapping him out of whatever his mind has gone. Oh, sorry. I'm listening. Of course you are not. His tutor closed the textbook, looking earnestly at him. What's on your mind? I'm sorry, Mr. Floyd. I'll concentrate now. Noah reached across the table, trying to open the textbook back on the page of whatever his teacher was trying to talk about. But unfortunately, Mr. Floyd was faster than him. He gently placed his hand on the book, stopping it from being opened before shaking his head. Some things are more important than schoolwork. A lot of things, really. Don't tell anyone I said that to you. No one will ever do homework again. Dude, no. I get that Mr. Floyd fucked up in some moment. Maybe he did. We're gonna steal the story still. But I think Mr. Floyd is actually genuinely like a good guy. Like, even if he fucked up, in his dreams, he was like suffering from the mistake he probably will make. So like, I genuinely like Mr. Floyd. Like, teachers should be like this. They would be like, you know, it's important to do your work. You should do your work. But you should also develop your talents, develop your desires, your wants, and especially relationships. Like, completely on a side tangent, but I'm gonna go on that side tangent. I think a lot of like Gen Z, especially because of online as well, a lot of people are very much online, but like because schools don't focus on developing like social relationships, a lot of people just have this like social anxiety that they get like anxious and their heart starts palpitating because they like need to talk to one person like outside of their regular routine of like not talking to anybody. Like, and that like comes from like a very young age of not developing these like social skills, right? Of talking to people, of you know, meeting people, like opening up, knowing what the important things are while still keeping like track of like work and your responsibilities. Like, you know what I mean? That's how a teacher should be. I actually do like Mr. Floyd. Like, Mr. Floyd felt like a really real character, you know what I mean? Is it really okay? He'll think I'm weird, won't he? But I feel like I can trust him. Actually, something has been on my mind. I don't want to laugh at me, though. Go on. I won't laugh. What does liking someone feel like? Liking someone? Like, you know, like liking someone. Like love or something. This love did in fact laugh for a second, but before he noticed how serious the expression of Noah's face. Okay, you're serious. You're a healthy teenage boy. I thought you would have known this already. Oh, let's see. I wasn't prepared for this. You know what I mean? Serious Gen Z, that's valid. Talking is hard. Sorry, I did not mean to call out. I see a lot of people yelling at me in the chat. Sorry, I did not mean to call people out. But I like, dude, that's what I mean. I'm not like blaming you. It's not. I'm not saying this is your fault. You can't talk to people. You nerd. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that this is something that should be developed at a young age because of this thing. And you shouldn't be. You should be fine to like talk. It's like a muscle, you know. Like, it's getting used to something to like this. It's just practice. You get practice, you know, you get confidence, and then you talk to people, and you know, it's kind of how it goes. It's just practice, right? But this feels like something that like a lot of people forget. A lot of parents, a lot of school teachers forget. They just like, you gotta learn the textbook. You gotta eat this textbook, and nothing else matters. And then they grow up to be like antisocial kids with like, that's actually why like college I think is like very important. Because in college, you get a lot of freedom while still being technically in school. You know what I mean? Like, aside from college being expensive, which I know it is, I don't like want to get into that because like I know some people can't afford college, but like having this independence, I think it's good. That's why I think college should be free, just saying. You know what I mean? But that's like, I think like a good remedy for the situation that we are right now. But I think that should be like solved with like young at a young age, you know what I mean? Talking to people is hard though. I wasn't really social. I don't mean like being the most like social butterfly and like, you know, knowing everyone by name. I mean like talking to a person, you know what I mean? Knowing what are your priorities, like have like 1 or 3 friends that you trust, you know what I mean? Like you trust like family. Like I don't have a lot of friends and my circles are very short, very small, but I have a few people that I can call. If I'm at a hospital, I can call and I know they will have my back, you know what I mean? And I feel like for like a lot of young people, they just don't have that. They don't have that, like, you know, core social skills that a lot of people like develop in school and like high school, right? You know what I mean? They just like have their phones. They don't even know how to flirt. I'm sorry, I'm completely ignoring the story right now, but I've seen like a girl on Twitter talking about this, right? Where she got like a little note saying like, hey, we're in the same like hackathon. I believe they were in like a hackathon. I think it's like a hackers convention, like a ethical hackers convention. And the note said like, oh, I think you're really cute and you like seem like really capable of hacking. I want you to like teach me some, and I would be like very happy if we could like hang out together. And that seemed like a totally wholesome thing, and people like just weren't used to that kind of social interaction. You know what I mean? Himbo advice. We should do another himbo advice. I think like himbo advice streams are actually like really good. I feel like we should do more himbo advice streams. You know what I mean? Because like I get that a lot of people struggle with that, and I blame this lack of development at a young age. But you should focus on that. You should like, I'm not saying you need to be the most like social butterfly. I'm not a social butterfly. I'm shy as hell. You guys know that. Like I know that I portray myself as like a outgoing character on stream, but like personally I'm very shy. But if I need to like talk to somebody, I don't get like anxiety and my heart starts beating and I get like sweats from like talking to a random like cashier or something. You know what I mean? Or, like just making friends in a new place. Sure, it's a little bit uncomfortable at first. It's always a little bit uncomfortable, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's kind of how it goes. Hey Kindred, how are you doing? Sorry I haven't been checking up on you. We had a winter storm. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know in the US there's been a lot of like weather events. I'm happy to have you here, my friend. Don't worry about it. Please do come around whenever you can, Fuzz. But if you're having some issues, don't worry about it. I'm sure you're gonna be fine. And if you have like I said, real life sometimes takes over, and you know. How dare you? Actually, no. How dare you not come to my stream and not parasocially keep up with every single thing that I post online and donate all your monies and keep up with me every single stream, all hours of your day. How dare you?
God damn it.
Sorry. I was still groggy from the thing and I woke her up. Oh, they're fake fans. Exactly. Fake fans. No, of course not, right? Of course, you should never do that for anybody. It doesn't matter how big or small the streamer is. You should never. You should live a healthy life. But aside from that, you should come around every single day and donate to your favorite streamer. That is me. I'm the streamer. You should do that. Yes, you should do that. You should. You cleared his throat awkwardly. So you mean like physically? Yeah. How would you know? Oh, let me think back to being a teenager. I guess I used to feel awkward about my crush. Butterflies. Wanted to talk to them, staring at them. Sounds kind of creepy looking back on it. Is someone in the class? You don't have to tell me. No, nodded wordlessly. Sophia? Maybe Adia? My boy. You really think this is... My boy, look at this guy. You really think he's gonna be in love with the girl? Is it wrong to someone like that? Is this wrong to someone like that's like me? Someone like you? It's August. Silence followed his sudden outburst. Oh, he blinked, surprised at Noah's answer. Of course, that's not wrong. Really? Yeah, you have nothing to be worried about. A woman feeling... Oh, I'm seeing... Oh, no, Noah. I get what is going to happen. So Mr. Floyd is not homophobic, but he's gonna be like, oh, your son has a crush. That's why he's feeling this. To his homophobic mother, and then he's gonna be like, oh, he's just worried about the guy, right? Fake fan. I've been following him from TikTok before I got banned. Fuzz, it's a joke, Fuzz. We're joking. It's a joke. Fake fan. It's just kidding, brother. É só brincadeira, caralho. É brincadeira, caralho. É zoação, pô. É zoação que a gente fala quando os caras. Tá ligado? Tem que. Tá ligado? Ah, we're just joking, dude. Don't worry about it. Of course we're joking. What do you mean? Did you not hear me say? You think I have ever been serious in my life? When have I ever been serious? Ever? Like, at all? No, don't worry about it, dude. Absolutely. Come around whenever you can. We're just joking. It's just a joke that we say, like, oh, you haven't... That you missed the stream? Fake fan. Fake fan. Don't worry about it, dude. It's just joking. How dare you? How dare you like think that you be a fake fan? No. How dare you, dude? No. Everybody that's supporting me, doesn't matter how small it is. If it's just like sending likes to a video and watching it on YouTube or coming to streams, you know, just watching it on Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is, support is support, you know. It's important to have money. It means my job, right? I gotta always push for people to like, hey, donate, support, especially because there's a lot of content that is paywall, you know. That's just how you gotta live. If I lived on AdSense alone, I wouldn't be able to do this full-time like I do. But you know, there's a lot of people that support me, and you should if you can, but only if you can. If you can't, that's no matter. You know, I've okay, quick story time again. Sorry for being very distracted. I'm very talkative today, but you know, I've been living paycheck to paycheck. When I started this channel, not even that long ago, 4 years ago, I had the stimulus check from being unemployed and $50 in my credit card. And I invested everything onto this channel and then kind of took off because it was supposed to be my quarantine hobby. But I know what it is to live paycheck to paycheck, right? And I know that $5 can be the difference between making or breaking your credit card at the end of the month. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, you have to donate, you have to give me subs, you have to join my Patreon and all that stuff and donate. You know what I mean? I ask you to come to the streams if you can, because you know that support is important. I ask you to donate if you can, because that support is important, right? It's my living after all, especially because we're a smaller community. I don't have that many viewers, and I don't do the Valorants and the Fortnites and the views that bring in people in. I play niche indie games about BL stories like this that have literally 6 followers on Twitch. Right now, this game has 6 followers on Twitch, the category. So you know. But that's what I like to do, and that's what I think my audience likes to see. That's why I worry. I focus on bringing things that people like to watch, right? And support, the monetary support, the donations, the everything is important. So because it allows me to do that. It allows me to focus on the content that I think the audiences are going to look forward to, right? But you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I mean. Anyway, Fuzz, I hope you didn't feel sad because of that joke. I thought you understood. Because I always joke with that with people. I thought you knew. So sorry, I really didn't mean to make you feel upset. Please don't feel upset. It was just meant to be a lighthearted joke about, like, you know, the where's that meme? There's a similar meme that we always like do. That there's like on streaming culture. It's like, oh, donate all your monies to your streamer. There's a meme that is like copy pasta, but I forgot about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, I mean, you know, anyway, it's okay, I'm normal. This has been really bothering you, huh? Well, don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Mr. Floyd really reopened his textbooks naturally, segueing back into the lesson. Now, where were we? He picked up his pencil and listened carefully. His mind suddenly clears the sky just outside the window, which had begun to dim in the gentle orange. Right, advanced calculus, everyone's favorite. You pick it up in no time. How do you even remember so much? Would you believe me if I said I just love math that much? It's all I do in my free time? You! Even teachers aren't that sad, except maybe Miss... Wait, I shouldn't say that. I really shouldn't say that. Look at him casually dissing the other teachers that don't have a fucking life. Come on, now I'm curious. My lips are sealed. Fine, then how do you remember it all? Truth is, I don't remember everything. think that's the same from no matter what you study. You learn things, you forget things, you relearn things. That sounds so lame. Would want to relearn something you're not interested in over and over again just to teach someone else. Me, I suppose. There's something satisfying about being able to pass on knowledge. Maybe you understand that one day I would be an awful teacher. An art teacher then? No, I'm not nowhere near good enough. I beg to differ, but whether you really want to do it or not, I can see you're going far with your art. Keep it up, okay? Mr. Floyd chatted happily, circling a formula in Noah's workbook at the same time. You can do advanced calculus and small talk at the same time. He's really something else. Oh, Sharuto, thank you so much for the $15. I had a co-worker, so I missed the most of the 5 minutes of the stream, but thank you so much for the $15. Oh, dude. Thank you so much, Sharuto. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the $15. I do appreciate it. It makes me happy to see people directly support like that. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Oh man. Alright. There you go. But yeah, I do like these indie games though. I know that they're like kind of, you know what I mean? But like for example, when we played Miside, the Yandere game, right? The Yandere Go game. We were, I think, the one of the first like 10 people to play that game when it came out. And then now it's viral and everybody's playing. And it always remembers that we were the first ones that were back then giving it support, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's kind of how it goes. I really do like that. I really do like that we, you know, can enjoy these indie games and bring in new things that I think people would enjoy. You know what I mean? When it's like the one time you got angry, like one time. I never get angry. You've never seen me angry. My friend, if I got angry on stream, angry, genuinely upset. Sometimes I get anxious. For example, like one time I was like on big events, sometimes I get anxious that like there's gonna be technical issues, stuff like that. But if you see me angry, you've never seen me angry because I don't have anything like fired up when I'm playing like a video game like competitive, but that's not anger. When I get angry, I get very cold. Like I don't raise my voice when I'm angry. I get like when I'm upset, I just, you know what I mean? Because here's the thing, if a video game made me mad, I'll just close the video game. If somebody made me mad, I'll just like leave them, you know what I mean? And if something on stream was making me upset, or for whatever reason, usually it's, you know, like I don't even know. I've never gotten angry on stream. But I would just close the stream and say, hey guys, I have some issues, something that I can't talk about, you know what I mean? And I'll close off the stream, you know? I mean, I think that's how healthy adults should deal with their emotions. If you're angry at something, you should address the thing that is making you upset. You know? But you've never seen me angry, so, you know, it's because I have a deep voice, and I get that. Shoko said this already. It's because I have a deep voice that sometimes I get fired up, or I'll be making a joke and somebody will catch it in the middle and don't understand that I'm joking, and they'll be like, they'll feel a bit intimidated. But don't worry, like that's actually why I talk in a very, very high tone. This is my usual voice. This is my voice relaxed with my throat relaxed. But I talk in this tone because if I don't vocalize a little bit higher, people think that I'm angry or upset or tired or whatever it is. So you know. Also, you don't need to add me. I'm reading all your messages. You know. It's just a little bit small because I'm currently in my travel setup. You know what I mean? Anyway, continue on the story. Do you have someone you like? What? Where did that came from? I was just wondering. You said that someone special told you to be a teacher, right? So you do pay attention in class. I thought you were too busy tapping your pencil against the desk. Hey, I did. You did? That person isn't around anymore. I hadn't really been interested in dating since then. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Oh, you aren't dead. You just got married. I went to their wedding. It was beautiful. Still a little bit heartbroken, I guess. You tried the thing they do in movies? Objecting? I'll die before actually doing that. Really? It's another lesson for you. Taking risky shots before you don't have the chance anymore. Was the dress pretty at least? He looked happier than ever. Wait, he? Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. that one meme. What is that one meme? Mom, I'm gay. Dad, I'm gay. Dad, I'm a lesbian. Is there anybody in this house that likes men? Is every guy in this story gay? Is there a single man that is going to appear as an image that is not gonna be gay? Damn. When they said when they said when they said that the story was BL heavy, then oh boy. They were not lying. They were not lying. God damn, that's kind of crazy. Oh my god, dude. What? Noah's like, what the fuck? At some point, the sun had fallen deep over the horizon, leaving the moon light to shine over from the large window at the back of the room. Mr. Floyd shut his textbook with a sad sigh, staring at the window as if he was waiting for someone to miraculously appear. When no one did, he turned back to Noah. I think that's enough for today, though I think we chatted more than studied. Don't tell on me, alright? I need the extra money. I knew you weren't here out of the goodness of your heart. Mr. Floyd smirked in response, and Noah found himself laughing alongside the man. They both headed towards the door. Oh man. This poor guy, dude. This poor guy. Good work, Noah, today, Noah. I'll see you tomorrow. I see you two are finally done. Good. Word, if that's okay with you. Of course, ma'am. Noah, you can both get back to your room. Why? The adults need to speak. Go on and run off. Alright, good night. I'll see you tomorrow, Mr. Floyd. Oh, did the mom realize that? Did the mom realize that? The door finally shut quiet before Noah tried to put aside his mother's dismissive attitude. On the table, various books were still laid out from the tutoring session. But the stars weren't really what's on his mind. He said it's okay, that I like August? Right, I like him. That's what this is. Noah settled in between his sheets, closing his eyes. Outside the door, he could hear the low murmuring of talking, but he couldn't make any of his specific words. Whatever they were talking about, it didn't matter. At that time, at that moment, nothing else mattered to him but the feeling of finally being accepted. Finally feeling like he found his place. With that in mind, he closed his eyes. Oh, we're gonna go back to this shit, right? Oh no. Morning had come around much too quickly. Noah spent most of his night tossing and turning, thinking about his teacher had said and his feelings for the boy who just lived next door. He'd only just managed to sleep when his eyes snapped open. For some reason, the sunlight that streamed in from outside seemed particularly bright this morning. Hey, cheesy kid, how you doing as well, my friend? That was cause for alarm. I reached out for his phone and flipped it open. It was already 8:25 a.m. What the? My alarm didn't go off. The bell's going to ring in 5 minutes. 2 minutes later, he was dressed and ready to leave. He quickly checked himself in the mirror and smoothed out his hair before he practically flew out the door. Oh no. That kind of sucks. Mom, why didn't you wake me? Both the kitchen and the living room were devoid of any life. Usually at least his mother would still be around at the time of the day, but it seemed like she was out. With no more time to waste on the garden, Noah picked up his backpack from near the front door and stepped into his shoes before shooting out from the front door. In a hurry, Noah circled around his house and reached toward the overgrown yet worn-out track that led down towards the mountains. If I run, I won't be late, I hope. Usually he would wait around for August and Kane or see them waiting for him already, but this time he didn't expect to see either of them. Maybe that's why he stopped in his tracks when a bit of blonde hair shone for the sun, like the foliage overhead of him. Wait, August? Oh god, I'm not ready to see him yet. Did I go back the way I came? He's been waiting for me all this time. Noah? A voice called out from the green leaves. Green eyes that match peered at him. Green eyes that nearly matched peered at him. First in surprise and then in happiness. No, it's you. What are you doing here? I was waiting for you so we could walk together to school. But now how are you going to be late? I don't mind being a little bit late. What if I was sick or something? I wasn't going today. I was contemplating coming to knock at your door, but I didn't want to rush you. Thanks. Kane didn't wait. Oh, he wanted to come drag you out of bed himself, but he said something about his father telling him not to be late today for some reason. Weird. Showed that you two started speeding down the mountain, careful not to sleep. At the present moment, being late for school was the last thing on Noah's mind. All of his senses were consumed by August. His eyes, filled with the sight of their face that shone like a sunshine, fallen on a field of flowers. His nose, filled with the smell of August shampoo, still drifted from his slightly damp hair. His ears, much too aware of August's breath, his footsteps of the rocks tumbling beneath his feet. Maybe not, but it's a day that his brother's coming home. Keep in mind, he could hop onto dreams. I mean, this might be a dream, I think. Like, Noah, we've established that Noah has the ability to join dreams. But in the present day, the day that, like, he's depressed, he can only do so unwillingly. But at some point, he had the ability to join dreams willingly. So I think that's what they're gonna meet in their dreams. The only thing missing from the five senses was taste. Taste. A taste of... God, what am I thinking? Noah felt his face flush. Never in his life had he fought another person. Now he was... now suddenly it was as if it was all he could think about. Oh yeah, that was a thing. Did you sleep in? Huh? Oh, nearly jumped out of his skin when August spoke up. Oh, I didn't sleep very well. I think I forgot to set my alarm too. I hate when that happens. Usually my mom would make me up if I overslept, but she wasn't home this morning. August pulled out his phone and checked the clock. It looked like we'll be too late at least. Though if we were already late, we should just skip class and hang out instead. I'm kidding. Oh, doesn't sound too bad to me. I think my dad might cry if I skip school, to be honest. Really? Yeah, that's the kind of person he is. Up ahead, the greenery was slowly giving away to concrete for some reason that filled Noah with a sense of sadness. Here, feeling alone, here together and alone, they were in a place that no one else could reach, no one else could ruin. But out here, the world went on. Have an unhealthy obsession with daycare attendant Lamau? I could pair up with sun and moon earrings. As you can see, August is Noah's dream guy. Actually, Noah's August's dream guy. You know what I mean? Because he's the one that can join the dreams. Wish we could just stay here. Nothing. Come on. We should hurry up. Oh? Now daydreaming, actually. The two boys ran through the streets and the school gates. The teacher who's been minding the gate simply shook their head as the two walked in. Jeez, now they're gonna think I'm a bad influence on you even more. Being influenced by you doesn't sound so bad. The two stopped dead in their tracks as they walked into the classroom, so busy chatting they almost forgot they were late. The room was hushed. All eyes were on the two boys. You, take a seat. Me? Yes, you. Okay. August took his seat alone, leaving Noah standing awkwardly by the door. Sitting at his front of his desk was the teacher, the principal. Noah, I take it? Yeah, I'm sorry, we're late. It's not my fault. We'll do read the tardiness later. Please come with me. Noah stood his ground. Why? I assumed your parents would have talked to you. When Noah didn't bulge, the principal simply sighed and shrugged his shoulders. Oh no, the teacher! Before opening his mouth once again. You'll be moving classes from today. What? Why? Because your parents have requested it. Now come on, let's not make a scene. But... You'll be in class 3-1 from today onwards. Come on, I'll introduce you. Class, Mr. Floyd will arrive shortly. Please use this time for self-study instead. Oh no, did they overhear? I think they overheard Mr. Floyd talking to them. Please, sir, I think this has been a mistake. You're Noah, right? Yes. Your parents requested, well, I can't say requested, demanded would be most suited, I think. They demanded you be moved at once. Your mother was here this morning in person. Why weren't you told? I don't know. Noah felt himself deflate. Mom did this? Why? Do I really have to move? Unfortunately, can't do anything about it. Your family is a major financial backer. Whatever he said after that, Noah couldn't bear to listen anymore. It's always come down to money, doesn't it? I have enough money, you can mess around anyone's lives as much as you want. Oh man. No, really. Hey, Bragola, salve meu querido, salve. I hate her. I hate them so much. The two stepped in front of a door that was identical to the last classroom and stepped inside. Oh man. Once again, the class looks towards him as he entered, though this time their faces were much more unfamiliar. A young woman with short orange hair and dark eyes smiled towards him. Quickly, she moved to pull him to the side. You must be Noah. You can take a seat. You can call me Miss Rose. I understand you probably moved here against your wishes, so I won't force you to stand in front of the class and introduce yourself, okay? Fine. She smiled. Her eyes seemed sympathetic, but no one looked away from her angrily. Noah sat at the desk and he pointed towards wordlessly, a frown on his brow. What's going on? Why would they do this to me? This isn't fair. This isn't fair! The principal, done with his spot, left the room after nodding to Miss Rose. Noah kept his mouth shut. His workbook closed, his pen lying to the side unused. He stared at the window at the mountains in the distance. Should have just stayed there. Skipped class and hung out like you said. Everything sucks. Everything sucks except for you. Miss Rose's voice drowned in the background while Noah paid her no mind. His eyes wandered from the mountains to his desk. He opened his workbook. It was filled with yesterday's notes, neat and tidy. He lifted his pen to the next page to it and harshly scribbled a line down the page, and another muddy black ink all over his white canvas. Before Noah knew it, lunch bell was ringing. He was the only one left in the classroom. He jumped from his desk and stormed out of the room, searching for one person in particular. Hey. Noah finally spotted him. Mr. Floyd walked down the stairway alone, his materials for the day held tightly in his arms. When Noah launched down the steps towards him, he dropped his books and papers everywhere. What's going on? Wordlessly, he bent down to pick up the dropped items, but Noah quickly advanced further towards him. I said, what's going on? Why have I been moved? Your parents requested it. But why? What was wrong? You shouldn't listen to my advice. What do you mean? Mr. Floyd paused, his face conflicted. His words were slow and drawn out, as if he was struggling to say them. My advice about August, you should ignore it. You're telling me the way I feel is wrong after all? I'm sorry, Noah. Please don't speak to me again. Both of us will be in trouble. Oh man, no! From the way that the dream that Mr. Floyd was like having, I thought that he was like so much more malicious. No, he's not. He's just the guy that was giving advice to like a younger version of him going for the same thing. No, Mr. Floyd. Oh man, this sucks. I hate his parents so much. Oh man. With his papers gathered, he continued down the stairs, leaving Noah alone with his anger. Fuck! He punched the wall uncharacteristically, filled with rage. I just want to be in the same class as August. This isn't fair. Noah. Hey. What's going on? What was that all about what was that all this morning? Great question. Got escorted to Miss Rose's class. Morning by the principal, and no one would tell me what's going on. I just keep saying that my parents made me move, but why? Kane's frowns deepened, his unusual teasing face replaced with something much more serious. They can't just do that. Apparently they can. Once again, they just want to ruin my life. I'm sorry. At least they didn't suddenly move me to another school. Shit could be worse, I guess. That still doesn't make it fair. Fine. Then I'm going to come and sit with Miss Rose's class today. We're all allowed to just move however we want. Don't. You just get in trouble. And? What are they going to do? It's not worth it. I'll just try to work it out. You want me to tell August? Not yet. Maybe I can fix it somehow. I'm going home now, so you don't have to wait for me after school. Won't that just get you in more trouble? Probably. But I just don't care. Alright. Then I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see what I can do too. Kane gave Noah a wave before going back into the hallway. Filled with anger, Noah flew down the staircase and out into the street, ignoring the call from his teachers behind him. Oh man, what's going on? What are you doing home? Class doesn't finish until this afternoon. Why'd you get me moved to a different class? I'm very disappointed in you, Noah, for many different reasons. Give me your phone now. Why? Now. Frustrated, he whipped his phone from his bag just in time to see the screen light up with the name that he'd been waiting for all this time, August. But it was too late. She snatched it from his hand and floundered to get it back. Wait, let me check that text. She looked down at the screen before sighing and switching off the phone. You're not having this back. From now on, you only better concentrate on school. I don't want any more nonsense from you. What? No more stopping places on the way home. And absolutely no hanging out with this August anymore. I don't understand. Why'd you make me move class? Why are you punishing me for no reason? Go to your room. What about my tutoring later? We fired you, tutor. I'll find you a new one soon. Tears threatened to overflow as he stomped back to his room and slammed the door shut. The echo traveling through the entire house. Oh man, that asshole, he told her everything, didn't he? When they went to talk alone, he told everything I said to him. He told me I was normal, but then he told everything. I shouldn't have trusted him. Fuck. He told me I was normal. Asshole. Noah collapsed on his bed, burying his tear-filled face into the mountain of pillows. Didn't even bother kicking his shoes off. It's not fair. Why does everyone want to ruin my life? I just want to be in the same class as him. Is he gonna join his dreams now? I think he might join his dreams. At some point his eyes began to feel heavy as he began to fell into a sleep that finally stopped the tears. The world kept moving around him. Kane, frustrated with his own inability to help, and August wondered if messaging Noah was too forward, especially as he was ignored. When Noah opened his eyes again, the room was already dark. His eyes felt puffy and his skin tight. He sat up from his bed and turned on the lamp. In the mirror across the room, he saw his reflection. Oh, it looked like crap. Maybe I should try the thing that August said. He left the room and returned with various hands full of various products that his mother owned. What's this all do, anyway? Guess not surprised since August uses the stuff. Skin looks really soft and smooth, but I bet if he touched it, I bet it would feel really nice. He picked up a few random bottles of various sizes. Toner, cleaner, serum, eye cream. What's all of this? Finally, he found the bottle he was searching for on the sea of all the bottles. Light moisturizer. Maybe this will help. Awkwardly, he rubbed it over his face, waiting for something magical to happen. I guess it feels a little fresher. This stuff is way too overpriced. He sighed, dropping the bottles on the floor as he fell back onto his bed. Of course, he finally texts me and she takes my phone. Of course! The thing I've been waiting for. Maybe I should go over and talk to him. Otherwise, you think I'm ignoring him. Standing, he rested his hand on his doorknob before trying to turn it. Locked. What? I just left a minute ago. Did they seriously lock me in here? Guess leaving in the middle of the night is probably a bad idea, but some fresh air would be good. With that thought, he pulled his window open before he froze. The window across from his, he saw August. A pair of headphones sat on his ears, as the sound of his soft humming came from behind a closed window. His bedroom, started across from mine? How come I didn't notice? He drew his shallow breath and held it, as if he was waiting for something to go wrong. For someone to take this away from him too, but nothing happened. He searched throughout his room, looking for something to throw. Pencils? Please do not let me damage this window or hit him. Bang, bang, bang. He threw them one at a time, not too hard, lest someone in the house notice. But he hoped hard enough to attract August's attention. Before long, he saw August pull his headphones in from his ears and look towards the window. His big green eyes were filled with surprise. He rushed towards the window and opened it. The pencil soared over his head and into the window. Noah quickly slid out of his window and sat atop the windowsill. August copied him, doing the same. Noah! Shh, somebody will notice. He whispered in return, raising his fingers to his lips. August nodded knowingly, as if he understood what was going on. I had no clue my bedroom faced yours. Noah could have sworn he saw a dusting of pink on August's cheek as he chuckled quietly. I just noticed the other day, I thought you knew. I shut my curtains when I get changed, don't I? I don't know how I didn't notice. Sorry about you ignoring your test, I didn't get to read it because my mom took my phone. She says I can't have it back. Hey, what is your name? Lily? Is that Lily? How you doing, Lily? Welcome, welcome. Let's have you here. Hello, baby. Welcome, welcome. We're having a good one. Sorry about ignoring the test. What? Why? I can't tell him what I said to Mr. Floyd. I confided in Mr. Floyd about a personal issue and he gave me advice. But then he went and told everything to my parents anyway. And now everything is ruined. They made me move the class, they took my phone and they said I'm not allowed to go to talk to you anymore. Everything is just a mess. Sorry. Should have told you earlier. It'll be okay. Don't worry about the message. It's not your fault. I wanted to be in the same class as you. How big are these walls? Oh my god, look at the size of his windows. They look like they're like how big are these windows? That's crazy. It's me? I mean, I just like spending time with you. And Kane too, of course. I also wish we could be in the same class too. Sorry I didn't want to make you feel even worse. And I'll just move class as well. What? Are you serious? Well, if I ask my dad, he can organize it or not. But either way, we can still hang out, right? We don't have to do that. I'm sure you have other friends in class apart from me. August shook his head and gave Noah his signature smile. I want to spend my time with you. But you... Okay, I kind of glad I didn't leave this out if cute. I mean, of course. It's a great game. As if August could read his mind, he smiled gently towards Noah. You... He paused. You and Kane showed me that what it's like to have real friends. I don't want to lose that. Oh, right, Kane. Noah scratched at the back of his head awkwardly, annoyed at himself jumping to conclusions. I'll tell him about the plan too. Yeah, probably a good idea. All of a sudden, August went quiet and he peered through the darkness towards Noah. Noah became as still as the statue, freezing up completely under his scrutinous eye. What? Did you use moisturizer? Ah, I just thought I would try it since you said it was good. Noah glanced away, filled with embarrassment, just time to see a flash. In August's hand, a pink camera smiled from behind it as he printed out a picture. A picture of Noah. Did you just... You used the film we bought at the store together, see? What the? You should just throw that away. You don't need a picture of me. No chance. I think I'm gonna want to hang it up in my room. If we're going to do that, then we should just take one together. We could do that, but I want to keep this one too. It's kind of embarrassing. Really? I like it. Whenever I feel lonely, looking at photos makes me feel happier. You can just come and see me instead. Oh man. From behind him, Noah heard the sound of something being unlocked. Feeling a dread in his stomach, he jumped back from his window. I feel my mom's here, I gotta go. Good night. Good night, Noah. Sleep well. Okay. Noah's door swung open as he managed to retreat back into his cover. His heart was still beating hard, so hard that it was almost painful. Because I nearly got caught? Because August. I like August a lot. I like him. You're in bed? I was gonna bring you dinner. I'm not hungry. Fine. Straight home from school tomorrow. You understand? Can I stay at a friend's place this weekend? Noah's about to cross his arms, obviously not impressed by the question. Which friend? She knows if I say Kane now, I'll be in just more trouble. August. Kane is coming too. No, you're not allowed over his house. You're grounded anyway. Good night, Noah. She shut the door behind him before her. Noah could even think of a response. Good night, Mom. Alone, as always. But on the other side of the window, someone that made him feel together. By the way, it's been 2 hours of the stream. If you're watching this right now, please do leave a like on the YouTube video. It is very much appreciated if you can. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. This is Dreambound, a horror story with about a guy that can hop onto dreams unwillingly or not, and be a love story as well. My shoulders hurt a little bit from this position. Oh, he's not gonna love him for that. He has a pink Polaroid. He does, doesn't he? This boy is the cutest little thing, I swear. They are very cute, aren't they? I think they're very cute as well. Don't you think so too? But yeah. I've been liking the story a lot so far. I think we're gonna go into the thick of it now. Awake, asleep, awake. An ever turning, ever tumbling rock down a hill that never ends. One that if given up in reality, it was two sides of the same coin. Whether he was awake, whether he was asleep, what did it matter in the end? Why did it matter when both realities were filled with nightmares? Why did it matter When no matter what he did, nothing could heal the hollow feeling where his heart used to be. Noah's eyes began to focus. How long had he been sitting on his easel awake? He did not know. Once again, his painting stared back at him, complete. Rolling green hills that melted into nothing. A world so meaningless, so fragile, an existence that depended on one person. Yet Noah found himself enamored. His fingers trailed over the long, dried paint. He still felt the wind on his skin, the earth beneath his feet. The bite of metal pressed in his wrist as he approached the castle straight out of a fantasy. And... oh, what happened? What is going on? Why did this person get timed out? Wait, what? Oh, because of massive booba. Come on now, you gotta be respectful, my friend. If you gotta be honey posted in my stream, you gotta be funny. If you're not funny, you get timed out. That's not fun. Mostly because of, you know, you gotta keep the chat safe. But I'm glad to have you here, my friend. Do behave though. If you're gonna be honey posting, you gotta be funny. You gotta be respectful. You gotta be like, God damn, those pillows. Not be like, wow. You know what I mean? You gotta be more tasteful than that. You know, we're tasteful slutty around here. You know? The expression on the man they call himself Crow's face. Oops, why is it not jumping? August. Should you really be trailing your fingers over that? What? Noah jumped from his stool, instantly spinning around to hide this painting behind him as if something shameful. I forgot about this guy. Fuck. I can do whatever I want, my own stuff. Hurry up and get out of here before you call the police. The white-haired man stood, his arms crossed, and the look of what Noah almost called nothingness in his face. Asshole, he's just mocking me. What are you painting? None of your business. What's the problem? Just show me. Alright, fine. Fine, whatever. Noah stopped to the side, allowing Ivan to see the painting in full. He peered through the darkness, examining the brushstrokes. It's a painting of a dream I had, that's all. Nosy, Ivan left behind the finished painting and instead focused on the mounds of unfinished and broken canvases that littered the room. It was once the living room. Why are so many half-complete and broken? Why does it matter? Just curious. Just leave already. If you're looking for money, you don't have any. Go find somebody else to harass. I'm not looking for money. Not interested in talking to strangers. Ivan smiled lopsidedly. Looking at the way you live, I doubt you have much interest in talking to anyone. Thanks for the commentary on my life I didn't ask for, jackass. What the hell do you want from me anyway? Didn't I tell you last night? I've taken an interest in you. There's something I want to confirm. Spit it out already and leave. I'm tired. I just want to see how someone that could jump into dreams and handle reality. Noah's eyes went wide. Ivan looked towards his easel once again, smiling at the painting that lay completed. I have no clue what you're talking about. Guess this recording is fake then. He pulled his phone from his pocket. Ivan turned the screen to face Noah. On a recording of Noah and Kane walking side by side, suddenly disappearing. All the color drained from Noah's face. You wanted me to leave, yeah? Yeah, sure. See ya. Wait. Change your mind? Noah's eyes instantly went back to the marking that ran up Ivan's body. How do you know about that? At the exact moment the door to Noah's apartment opened with a creak that seemed to drag on far too long, someone rushed inside and suddenly freezing in place. A deep frown was engraved into his brow with the sight of Ivan. What in the... Who's this? Ivan looked at him, completely deadpan, before turning his head towards Noah. You just let anyone in? That's unsafe. Hey, I asked you a question. Ivan lazily looked over towards Kane and is interested in. I'm Ivan. He didn't bother asking for Kane's name in return. Okay, Ivan, what are you doing in Noah's apartment? Noah, do you know this guy? This guy knows about entering dreams and those markings. So who is he? His markings. Suddenly getting pulled into dreams and people turning up dead. Can't leave him yet. Relax, Kane, we're friends. Old friends. He's no friend I've ever met. It's been a long time. I met Ivan before I met you. Right. Right, fine, whatever. But I need to talk to you. Kane side-eyed Ivan. Simply stood with his arms crossed over his chest, not moving. Be my guest. Alone. Kane caught Noah's arm and pulled him into the kitchen. A frown set into his brow. Please tell me I didn't dream up everything that happened. Wait, it means... I mean, it was a dream, but it was real too? It was. That's insane. What's more insane is that we were forced in. I've never seen that happen before. Forced in? Something pulled us into that dream for some reason. We've been watching the news about people turning up dead. I think what's happening with the dreams might be connected to that. Why? How? At this point, I suppose I should just be honest with him. That wasn't the first dream I was pulled in. Before, I saw my father get shot and the next day he was dead. You what? Kane stumbled backwards and a few steps into the kitchen bench. Maybe it's just all a coincidence. Do you really think that could be a coincidence? But if it's not, then you're saying... What? Someone killed him in his dream? Maybe. It's possible. And what would you even do about that? Well, if something's going on, I don't want you to be in danger. Please, just forget about it. But for the first time in years, I can paint again. If I go back again, will I be able to do another? Will I be able to finally push my brush to this canvas again? No, your silence is beginning to frighten me. Noah's voice was barely a whisper, nothing more than a wisp. I finished 2 paintings. What? Kane, I haven't been able to paint in years. Every time I tried, it's like my hand wouldn't move. But now, what does it have to do with dreams and murders? It's because of them. Since I went back, I've been able to do it. No, there's a million safer options to inspire creativity. It's not about inspiration. This is different. You wouldn't understand. I understand a lot more about if you explain yourself to me occasionally. Noah looks towards the paint splattered across the kitchen floor. There's nothing left in this world to inspire me. I tried everything, and look where it left me. I have nothing. I've been trying to help you, trying to inspire you. Thank you for trying and all that. I just wish I could be enough. Dude, I hate Noah so much. Because Kane has been the best boy every step of the way. And he's just like, nope, don't care, didn't ask, get fucked, thanks, but no thanks. And I'm like, come on. Why? Especially because Kane, he knows Kane a lot longer than he does Noah. Is it just because he's not his type? Kane shook his head before looking at Noah in the eyes. I'm happy for you, Noah. Happy that you're getting back into painting. All I want for you to be happy. Kane dragged his fingers over the kitchen counter before inspecting the layer of his dust with a sigh. Let me help you get this place cleaned up. There's no need. I'm fine with it like this. I'll just get messy again anyway. Fine. There's something else I wanted to talk about anyway. No, about August. Noah's entire body froze up. Or Crow, or whatever his name was. What was that? I don't know. Noah, even if I wanted to believe that was him, but August is dead. It couldn't have been him. You don't know that? Kane jumped in surprise at Noah's furious tone. You don't know that. It could be him. Step, step, step. The sound of footsteps against the dirty floorboards. Someone entered the kitchen. Ivan walked past the two of them, paying no mind, and headed for the fridge. He opened it, blinked twice, then closed it again. Where's all the food? You not read the room a little? Why? What's there to read? We're having a private discussion here. Leave. I'm a guest here. It's not your house. And I don't have to do what you say. It's not your house either. Have some respect. That's where you're wrong. We're just discussing about me moving in. Seems like our friend Noah here has been looking for a roommate. That's the final straw. Kane took long strides towards Ivan and caught him by the collar, glaring down in his face. Kane! Who the hell do you think you are? Equally, something snapped within Ivan, who shoved him back with an annoying expression on his face. What? You think you can lecture me? It's none of your business who I am. You think you're so much better than me. You just burst in. You burst in just as Noah and I was having a private discussion too. Read the room a little next time, will you? Look, I'm tired. And I don't care if you two are going to fight, but just go do it somewhere else. This guy obviously won't want to listen to me, Noah. Tell him to leave already. You can't be seriously thinking about living together with him. No, I wasn't, but if that's what it takes. I think it'd be better off if you left, Kane. You need to cool your head. We can talk later. No. Oh my god, he's pushing the childhood friend that has stayed for him all his time and stay with Ivan just because he looks like the... I hate Noah so much, dude. I hate Noah so much. Noah, Kane, he doesn't deserve you. Find somebody better. Just anybody else. God, Noah's such a fucking whiny bitch. I hate Noah so much. He's pushing away the childhood friend that has been his friend, has been in love with him ever since they were children, has been the best friend that you could ever ask, cared about him, visited him, cleaned his room, made him food, every step of the way. How can one person suck so much? You should listen to him. Fine, that's what you want. Stay safe, Noah. Don't do anything stupid. I'll come back tomorrow. Why do you keep coming back to this nerd? No promises. Fine. See you later. The door shut behind him with a click. Silence stretched onwards and onwards until Noah finally spoke up. How do you know about the dream world? I'm hungry. I don't care. Answer my question. Too hungry to answer. Go out and buy something to eat. I can't. Why? I don't have any money. You're after my money after all. No disrespect, but you don't look like the type to have any money yourself. It's not my job to feed you. It's not my job to answer your questions. Noah turned around and stormed out of the front door, Ivan following him alongside. Bokane's been pushing, but Noah doesn't feel the same, so it's not like he's trying to hurt him. Bokane won't take a hint. Oh, yeah, Bokane is just being a good friend. He's not been like flirting with the guy. He's just being there for the guy and just very clearly, obviously in love. It's not like Kane has been pushing him or like pressuring him. He's only been pushing him to take care of himself because he's living like a shit. You know what I mean? He's literally that. Kane is literally that mean. Damn, bitch, you live like this? You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy. Behind him, Noah could hear quickly approaching footsteps, light and quick, before a man with white hair appeared beside him. His face was still blank and uninterested, as if nothing would ever be able to faze him. Noah looked away for a moment, a disgruntled sigh escaping his lips. The moment he looked back, Ivan bit into a ripe red apple. When'd you get that? Ivan waved back to his shoulder absentmindedly, as if the question didn't interest him. Back there somewhere. You paid for that, right? What does it matter? You can't just do that. Why not? Because you have to pay for it. You can't just take whatever you want. Just you haven't given me a reason why. With a groan, Noah reached into his pocket and pulled up the wallet. Inside a few coins and credit card was quickly running out of money. With a deep apology, Noah paid for the roadside stall holder before catching back up to Ivan, who had already finished his apple and thrown the core down an alleyway. Why do you care? No one saw me. And Noah would have noticed it missing. I care because it's the wrong thing to do. You're more sure or confusing. What is that supposed to mean? Ivan shrugged. You were the one happy for people to die as long as you can paint again, right? So you were eavesdropping. You talk loudly. Noah frowned at a response, but Ivan spoke again before he could. Go in here. Right here. Ivan nodded towards an old diner. The kind of place that desperately tried to be cool, but everything that came off as outdated. The tables were mostly empty. Ivan just shrugged and entered first, leaving Noah by himself on the sidewalk. What's going on? If he wasn't the type any girl would snatch him up in 2 seconds. Hi, I'm the girl. I see. If he wasn't gay, yeah. Mind you just die, but I'm back. Hey, Lucy the Alpha, how you doing as well, my friend? That bratty entitled idiot. There's a few people that sat in the restaurant and turned to look at the two that came in. At first, Noah felt overly self-conscious, their gaze sticking to his skin like tar. But then he noticed they had no interest in him. All their eyes were focused on Ivan alone. Probably because of the way he's dressed. Yet Ivan didn't pay him the mind. Without even blinking, he strode past to take a booth in the corner. Far from the both of them, the door and the people. Didn't even care about all the people staring at him. If anyone could describe his matching their own beat, this is the guy. Uncomfortable, Noah took the seats across from Ivan. Something's wrong? Everyone's staring this way. And? Doesn't that make you uncomfortable? Let me tell you a secret. No one gives a shit about you, or me, or about anyone. In a minute they'll go back to what they were doing before and forget I was ever here. I'll fade away like a memory from the distant past. Why would I care about someone's fleeting thoughts? Let's just eat. Why would I care about somebody's fleeting thoughts? If only it was so easy for me to disregard. Though I'll open up the menu. I'm surprised to see a page full of word art, stock images, and jokes years outdated. No wonder it's so empty. What's that? What's what? In your hand? The menu? I haven't opened it up, frowning at the words on the page. Is there a problem? No, just get me whatever you're having. Fine. Can I take your orders? Yeah. Noah cleared his throat awkwardly. When was the last time he ordered food at a restaurant? Can we just get a couple of burgers? No problem. Anything to drink? Noah's mind wandered back to his empty wallet. Just water, please. Coming right up. The bubbliness was at odds with the musty, aged environment. You don't look like a stutterer. Are you used to talking to people? That's hilarious coming from someone with no social awareness. Do you ever actually leave your house? That's none of your business. So, no, I don't understand. You were shutting. We're not so different. It's not like that. I didn't want to leave. It's a decision I made. That's what a shutting say. Look, I don't really care about what you think of me, but I just want you to tell me what you knew about. Noah lowered his voice, his eyes shifting toward the other customers. About the dream thing. It's simple. I can do the same thing. You can enter dreams too? Ivan nodded, sipping on water the waiters had left behind. Aren't you going to give me some kind of explanation? There's not really anything to explain. You asked how I knew, and I told you. There's a lot to explain. I don't know about you, but I've never met another person like me. How'd you get in? When? How often do you do it? What does it mean? Ivan shrugged again, mostly more occupied with the water than Noah's questions. I'd rather talk about it somewhere else. And what would that be? I've already brought you here. Before either of them could continue the argument, the bright and friendly waitress brought back their food, sitting the 2 plates down on the dingy table. The grease from the burger pulled up on the plate, making the unappetizing meal all the more disgusting. But that didn't seem to bother Ivan, who just dug right in. Begrudgingly, Noah followed suit. At the same time, he struggled to rip his eyes away from the strange man. Dreams, deaths, and those markings. I shouldn't bring up the deaths yet. What if people that are getting murdered in their dreams, and this guy can jump into dreams? Yeah, that's probably the assassin, right? I mean, that might be a plot twist, but you would assume so, right? Not until I can trust him. So what'd you end up? What did you mean? Whose dream? Someone you know? My teachers from high school. Huh. Interesting. Actually, can I use your phone? Sure. Do you want to know how I got it? Probably not. Here. Noah picked up a phone. It was a nondescript black phone with no lock. He opened up to the web browser, fingers hovering over the screen. Let's see. Emery Floyd. Links to websites all over popped up in Noah's search. Finally he found something. A phone number. Finally a picture of Mr. Floyd, smiling brightly next to a man he'd never seen before. What am I doing? This won't mean anything. This was all a dream. His apology meant nothing. Noah, why'd you do it to me? Instantly the phone buzzed, making Noah jump. Ivan ate this burger, paying him no mind. Who's this? Noah? The phone lit up again, but this time with the phone call. Noah stared at the screen, debating what he should do before he timed it out. Will you meet up and talk? I can come to you, whatever you want. I don't want to meet up. This was a mistake. Forget it. Please. Without a second thought, he slid the phone over the table towards Ivan, who had just finished eating. Will you please answer my questions now? Sure. With a lopsided smile, Ivan reached over the table and took Noah by the hand. Before he could question anything, everything went black and the world fell away into pieces. Oh, we're getting another dream. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let's save it here. Let's save the story up here. It's already been 2 hours. My throat is getting kind of fraught. my throat is getting kind of sore. Sorry for cutting it short in the middle of this, but you know, it is a story. We've been going through the story, like, as always. You know what I mean? So this Ivan just showed up out of nowhere. I don't know. Okay. Here's my current thoughts of this. Okay. I think that it would be too obvious if the Ivan guy was the killer. So it might be too obvious because the flowery like markings on his arms and everything. I think it would be too obvious if he was the killer, and that's just it. That's just the plot twist. So I think there's gonna be more plot twists. I don't think that's gonna be you know, everything that we got. But I also don't know. You know what I mean? We also don't know. So, you know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the story? We just say, Mr. Floyd, I need an explanation. Don't worry, Zoe. We'll continue on playing this game as well. Don't you worry about it. We'll continue on playing the story as we are. We're going together. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's about time to wrap it up anyway. It is also a Thursday after all. Tomorrow we'll see more of I don't know actually what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I have a few ideas. I'll discuss it on Discord and we'll decide tomorrow. Saturday we have the handcam stream where we're going to be doing some taste testing of Chinese, Japanese, and Korean snacks. So if you don't want to miss that out, do set the reminder and don't miss out. I'm Kindred Spirit VA, a voice active variety streamer. I do ASMR on YouTube, comic dubs, streams here on Twitch and on YouTube as well. If you want to watch the VOD, and all of my other VODs will be on YouTube as well as variety videos as well, highlights. There's the ASMR, comic dub, everything else. If you type ! socials, you can follow all of my social medias. You should definitely follow all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow, same time as usual. And yeah.